Hello.
Close the door.
Oh. Yeah, probably.
Look at our unis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twinning and winning.
Twinning and winning. Uniform jumpsuits.
Oh, we got love, love.
We got love, love, love.
You better believe it. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
So we were calling this show
The Soul Flow.
and I believe that we've made a decision
Yeah.
to make a little transition.
A decision to make a transition. We're gonna move and flow into the shift show.
You get it? You get it? SHIFT.
The shift show.
The shift show.
The shift show.
Yes. Because it's kind of the other show.
Because we're punny like that.
Yeah,
And the
we are.
world needs some more punny funny.
Punny, funny, honey.
Funny, funny, honey. Bunny.
Funny,
I
funny,
mean,
honey.
what was I saying? It's a shift in perspective.
Oh, yes. Which is,
For a fun love. What was that? Something that like fun love flow with life or something?
yeah.
I mean, in these crazy times, we're moving into like creating a shift in perspective, right?
Yeah.
And funny times, shift in perspective, yeah. And how do you shift your perspective like that?
Do a handstand.
Yes! Literally! Gravity is an illusion.
It is.
So
It's all
just-
about the law of attraction with gravity.
Flip the
As
script
everything.
by flipping that upside down.
Yeah. So, how do you shift it in other ways? It's a mind thing, right? Like everything that is created in the world. Yeah.
I'm shifting my perspective.
Shifting. That is one way. That is for sure one way. To exhale, exhale, exhale. Shh. Okay. So, I don't even remember what I was talking about.
You're talking about shifting how do you shift your perspective, right? In these crazy times when we're creating, these exciting times, right? I mean, this is like really, fuck yeah. Oops. F yeah.
2020.
I love 2020. Not much you, but like,
She sure does.
I just like
We sure do.
30 minutes ago proclaimed that I'm in love with 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
So,
is.
how do you shift your perspective to maybe experience or feel that too? Handstands.
Handstands, breathing, meditation, gratitude, dancing, shaking, hugging. So do you know that nervousness and excitement are just a level of vibration away from each other?
Oh, really? They're actually different? Because, like, I remember when
Oh, no.
I really
They're the
got that, like,
They're the same.
butterflies can be considered nervous, or it can also be considered exciting.
Yeah, it's the same.
So,
Not one level.
okay.
It's another shift in perspective.
Right, yeah. It's excitement. So,
Yeah.
like, when your heart's racing,
Yeah.
you can be like, oh my god, my heart is like, what's going on? There's something wrong. You can be like, whoa, what am I really, really, really excited about? This is exciting. And trust that, like, your body, your heart will calm itself eventually, right? Like,
Right.
we get to get excited. That's so exciting. Be excited about being excited.
Why not?
It's not scary.
What?
It's not scary.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. So this came
Love
from
it.
M's
Love
mind
it.
after hearing the words, it's falling apart.
Oh, right. Thank you for bringing us.
Everything is
Falling apart.
nothing is
All right. Enough.
It's falling apart.
Okay.
It's actually not falling apart from our perspective. Just Em and Erica here. But you
You're
are
emanating.
invited to join us.
To consider.
To consider
It's not
another
falling
perspective.
apart, it's falling together.
Yeah. That's like the whole thing of 2020, right? Apart but together. Em loves that. Loves it. So,
That's one of my favorites, and I get it. It's individual and collective and blah, 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 blah. I do understand that.
yeah.
And when I shift my perspective to considering when things sometimes appear to be falling apart, I can also consider that they're falling together.
Yeah. And just
That feels cozier to me. That feels more exciting to me.
Right.
That feels like centered and grounded, and that feels good.
yeah. Yeah.
Even though it's like it's not that it's like, yeah, it's like the pieces of the puzzle, right? Like the trust, the faith, it's gonna fit together and
Right.
it's flowing, and just releasing and allowing it to possibly be even better than you imagined. Like
Yeah. So
Justin will sometimes say, the best is yet to
the
come.
best is yet to come,
The
which
best
he
is yet to
says
come.
all the time. And it's crazy because we are currently in the process of having a little bit more space as mom and dad, as Mariana, our beautiful, wonderful, perfect,
Daughter, sister, friend,
yeah,
angel.
Micah Soul's big sister, is getting ready to go back earlier than expected. And
Home or other
we
home.
just can't imagine, like, when Jess left, we couldn't imagine, and we haven't replaced her, anybody better for the morning with Micah.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
irreplaceable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now same with Mariana, like, we can't imagine anyone better, but the better it gets, the better it gets. That's
Yeah.
just the momentum of the way that the world works, and your mind will have you think otherwise, because the mind really likes safety and familiarity and the
Trickster.
same route all the time.
Tricky mind.
Yeah. And so the trick is, are you letting your mind use you, or are you using your mind to get to a space where you can actually embody that idea that things aren't falling apart, that they're falling together?
And what I love about that is, like, are you using your mind or use your mind? Is that what you said? For a while, I'm like, I don't like my mind. I hate my mind. I want it to go away. I don't need it. Da, 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 da. And maybe I do, maybe I don't. Whatever. That's a whole other thing. And what I've super appreciated is that we can be from a place of living first, from our heart and our soul, our intuition, our inner voice. And that's what can be the driver to the mind, right? The mind isn't something to hate. It's something to integrate.
Whoa! Dropping rhymes.
Dude, yeah,
Integrate.
don't hate, integrate.
Don't hate. Integrate. Yeah. So again, tools. We can talk until we're purple, green, rainbow in the face about what we do and the
Gold
tools
glitter,
that we
maybe?
have,
Gold
gold
glitter.
glitter, until your face becomes a gong. But until you apply, like, your soul has specific tools,
Right.
techniques,
Yeah.
exercises,
For sure.
abilities
May
that
not-
is
may not-
particular to you, and it is your responsibility, if you want to become truly sovereign creatures, to determine what that is. I can tell you to go outside in nature and walk for 30 minutes. I can tell you to go sweat your whole body out in a sauna. I can tell you to go breathe with Wim Hof. I can tell you to go meditate. I can
Jump
send
in
you
a
to
cold
yoga,
pool.
go to a cold pool. Like, these are all, right, 1,000
Hug.
things that you're appreciative
Snug.
for. All of these things. But until you start actually practicing them,
Or
asking your inner voice
and
which ones.
trusting.
Right.
Asking and trusting that you get, that you get what's best for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
putting them into inspired action.
yes, inspired action to elevate and uplift.
Yeah. And it's going to feel foreign, especially
Yeah, it might
like
feel a
there's
little like
times in my life when I'm like down here and up here is where I would like to be. And that uphill to get back up there, it takes work. It does.
It can.
You have to shift.
It will. The thing
and
is,
now
it will shift.
Yeah.
It will shift. And this expectation that it takes forever.
I know.
The
I
time
need to
also
let go of
doesn't
that.
exist. So like, it could have happened yesterday. I mean,
It already did.
happened.
Like,
It's done.
this video is so old. You're gonna look at this video and be like, "That's vintage
What
Erica,"
the
and
hell?
they're talking
Like,
about
look
this,
at those
like,
vintage
long
jumpsuits. Oh my god.
time. Let me tell you, they're amazing. They're
Amazing.
like
Freaking
super
amazing. Like,
comfortable.
I really want
Okay, so
All right,
that's it.
on that note, we're probably done.
Yeah. Thank
We
you.
love you.
Love you. Bye.